Hey there, everybody. It's me, Jason the Cartoon Fan. I know I said in my most recent channel update video that I was only going to be making merchandise videos for this channel on weekends now, but something came in the mail today that I thought was so cool, I wanted to break that rule for just this one time. Alright, so first, a little bit of context. Remember NoParking Barry, that YouTuber I gave several shoutouts to, made two whole videos about, and whose live streams I guest starred in a couple of times? Well, for those of you who have never seen any of his videos before, Barry is a really talented artist, and so he began putting drawings, both completely original ones and drawings that he made for his videos, on merchandise that he's been selling on this website called Teepublic, which sells all different kinds of merchandise, ranging from t-shirts to sweaters to coffee mugs to mouse pads, featuring designs made by independent artists. So, I decided to purchase one of the pieces of merchandise that had one of Barry's designs. You can see on the sticker on the little package that the thing I got was mailed in, it was attached to, that it says in the address information that it was from an independent artist, and it was shipped to my dad because he used his credit card for it. So now that you know a little bit of how I got it, let's see what the thing I purchased actually is. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. You probably already know what it is if you've been paying attention to this channel for a really long time. Considering how big of a fan I am of the topic that this shirt is covering. Well, technically it's a sweater, but still. There it is. There it is. It's coming. It's coming. Da 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 da. A sweater of Anne Boonshoy from Amphibia. Barry drew the picture of Anne featured on this sweater specifically for me, and I asked for him to do it because while Amphibia does have official t-shirts that were put out by Disney themselves, a lot of them are really cheesy looking, and I didn't really like any of the designs that they had. So Barry did a community post in which he was advertising one of his previous sweater design, well, t-shirt designs, I should say. So I commented on that post and asked him if he could do one of Anne, and believe it or not, he actually said yes. So he drew the picture of Anne that you see on this sweater, and he told me that he did one and that he was going to put the drawing on a t-shirt for me to purchase, but it was also available to get as a sweater, a mouse pad, and a coffee mug, just like on all the other designs that you could get official merch of from Teepublic. So, yeah, my dad purchased it for me. Well, I'm going to pay him back, of course. And Barry, if you're watching this video, I just want to say thank you very much for taking my commission, if you can call it a commission. The design is pretty simple, but it works really, really well. So you can see there's Anne, and she's sitting on the blood moon that you can see quite a lot in Amphibia throughout the show. There might be some sort of special significance of it. I don't know for sure yet, because I don't think the show ever hasn't I don't think the show revealed it yet. And you can see that she's looks a little bit different from how she does in the show because she was drawn here in Barry's art style rather than the art style used by the show. So her eyes look a little bit wider, and the dots are more more oval-ish in appearance, I should say. But she looks pretty good in Barry's art style. You can see his signature on the bottom left corner, like it's printed on there. And it says DJ Barry because that's his full name. And yeah, he got pretty much all the details of Anne right. You can see that he even put the little design on her shirt, so that's cool. St. James Middle School, I think, was the name of the school Anne went to. It's nice that he was remembered to put that on there, and of course, he made sure that the one of Anne's foot that like the only one of her shoes that Anne has on is on her right side, or technically her left side. That's something that Matt Braley, Amphibia's creator, pointed out in a video about how to draw Anne that was made for Disney's official YouTube channel. So yeah, he did a pretty good job of drawing her. It's a pretty cute little design. And I'm definitely happy to have this sweater of her, a sweater of Anne that actually looks like it was designed well. Because for those of you who don't read my community posts, Anne is one of my fictional character crushes. She's currently number 8. You may be wondering why I have a crush on her. Well, I have a crush on her because she's kind-hearted and always sticks up for her friends, but she also knows when to stand up for a cause. And I really like people who are pure of heart and whatnot. A lot of my fictional character crushes are pure of heart in some way or another. Ilana Lunis from Symbionic Titan being the biggest example of it, since she's literally the heart of her team. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Back to Amphibia. So yeah, Anne is a really good character, and I'm definitely, like I said, happy to have merchandise of her that actually looks like it was designed well, because most of Disney's official Amphibia t-shirts look super cheesy. They do not look well designed at all. They actually look more like unofficial merchandise than the actual unofficial merchandise. Oh. So yeah, also, the image of Anne sitting on the moon looks kind of familiar. It reminds me of a certain little logo. No, it's probably just a coincidence.
You wanna get sued?
Here is what the full sweater looks like. Oop. You can see that the picture of Anne is pretty much the only thing you can see on there, but that's okay because it still looks really nice. The sweater has a pocket. That's cool. And then I see that there's a sticker I should take off later. I'm guessing that this was a product scan, like a little sticker that they use to scan the specific like the specific piece of merchandise. I don't know. I think there was something else in here too. Let me see. Oh, it accidentally dropped on the floor. Yep. You can tell that this is indeed from Teepublic. And right there it says, "Customers supporting creators. This garment was created just for you by an indie artist." That's pretty much correct. Maybe a little bit even more so, because while most of Barry's designs or like, because Barry is an independent artist, but most of the designs that he makes for his merchandise are like, well, they weren't designed specifically for me. So this little statement is even more accurate than it would normally be. I don't think there are any issues with the order, but thanks for asking me, people in charge of Teepublic. Well, anyways, for those of you who have never heard of Teepublic before, I think that it's a pretty good website, and this sweater looks really, really nice. I can't wait to actually wear it. And like I said, very happy that Barry decided to make this for me. Again, Barry, I just want to say thank you if you're watching this video. But TeePublic has a lot, like, they have merchandise for designs that were made by way more independent artists than just Barry. There's a lot of really cool ones. This video isn't sponsored by them or anything like that. I'm not professional enough of a YouTuber to put in sponsor plugs like that. But if you want to purchase this sweater for yourself, or maybe even other pieces of stuff featuring it, like, you know, like I said, the coffee mugs, the mouse pad, the t-shirt, like, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I was actually thinking about getting this design on a t-shirt at first, but then I realized that I needed some new sweaters, like the old ones I have don't fit me as good as they used to, so I figured, hey, why not get this design on a sweater instead? Oh, and as a complimentary thing, Barry also purchased me, like, I purchased this sweater myself, but Barry purchased me a poster of this design that's expected to come in the mail later. I don't think I'm going to do a video on it since it's literally the exact same design, but I'll definitely post a picture of it on my social media, like on Twitter, I should say. So, yeah. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to purchase purchase any of the things I mentioned with this design on it, as well as all the other cool pieces of merchandise made by independent artists that TeePublic has, I'll put a link to the product listing for the sweater in the description, as well as TeePublic's like the link to just TeePublic as a whole, like their main shop, in the description. Oh, and please be sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe to Barry. The link to his channel will be in the description. So, yeah. Until next time, this is Jason the Cartoon Fan signing off.